for the best sports in Lorain. That's TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Welcome back to Lorain High School Gymnasium and the finals of the Lorain Titan Classic Wrestling Tournament. Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Tomaszewski, and with me again this evening for the finals is Hall of Famer Tom Bauer. Tom, there's been a lot of wrestling going on here in the last 2 days.
Yes, there has been. We've seen on the first show everyone watched was the pool tournament.
Right.
And that pool tournament happened Friday night, and that was just to sort everybody out to get into these two little tournaments.
Right. And you say pool tournament, and a lot of people might not know. It's actually two tournaments. Everybody was invited to bring 16 teams here.
Yeah, 16 teams.
Bring as many kids as you got, and we'll have like the varsity tournament and the JV kind of tournament going on at the same time.
Yes.
And so that's what we're going to have, the finals on each one, two for the varsity, and
three for the varsity. I'm sorry, and just a championship of the second tournament.
The second tournament. But that way, it's the first thing of the season, wrestling season, and every kid on your team is going to get 2-3 matches in, and that's a good thing. So that's why they call it a pool tournament. You had to wrestle them around a little bit to see who's going to be in what division and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, with all that being said, Lorain was 5th when we shut it down last night, and. Do you have any idea?
I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find that out later as some of these championship matches are going, because we're going to have a first and second, a third and fourth, and a fifth and sixth.
Right. So you
could a first and second of the ones who were in that second tournament.
Right. And we'll try to let you know this as we go along, because let's say Lorain is wrestling North Olmsted, that might be just it's a match. But if Lorain is wrestling St. Edwards, that might be a bump up, because St. Ed's wouldn't get any points. Yeah. But you know what I mean? So it's one of those you can kind of keep track as you go along. We'll try and let you know that, but sometime you got to have a PhD in mathematics and guessing, I think would help too. But
well, I know pretty soon. I know the wrestlers right now are all out there. Kind of everyone's nervous. This is the time of the tournament, because you don't know where you're going to end up. But now they're getting lined up in the hall, because they're going to have this parade of champions marking it, and that's going to be the next thing we want to see is the parade of champions.
And that's always a cool thing about the. About wrestling tournaments is when they bring them in by weight class, or probably by school, and they all line up on each side, and then they shake hands and all that. So we're getting ready for that. So when we come back, we'll start it out with the parade of champions, and then we're going to start with 106 pounds.
All right, sounds good.
We'll be back right after these messages.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim, or e-claim, for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits. Online VA claims made simple.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
Stop texting and driving. If not for you, for me.
Are we ready to wrestle?
We're ready to wrestle. So starting off, the champions are going to be right in front of us. And who do we have here? We've got
Xavier Santiago for Lorain.
From Lorain for the championship. And he's going against Richter? Wyatt Richard?
St. Ed's wrestler.
Yeah, okay. That's worth points right there. That's to move up, yeah. And then we've got matches on the other three mats. So let's see what Xavier has got going here.
Obviously,
106 pounds.
Obviously, he won 3 last night. We've seen,
right,
and he's won 2 this afternoon.
Yeah, so he's
5-0, looking for a 6th win.
Yeah. And he's in trouble.
Well, he's wrestling another 9th grader from Ed's,
who's probably got a ton of experience. Trying to get him up. He's got him in a kind of cradle. Oh, there he's got him turned. There it is. Boy, that was quick.
Well,
but that's still not a bad 2 days' work.
No, it isn't.
He's 5-1. 5-1 will get you someplace.
Yeah. Get you 2nd place.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Here, that ain't bad, as they say.
Let me let's mark this down.
And while you're doing that, if you give me that other sheet, I'll rattle off some scores. We got a few minutes here. Going into this match, we've got Perkins is in first place with 255 points. St. Ed's second, 228. Westlake third, 214. Cloverleaf fourth, 195. And Lorain fifth at 165. Now, that loss didn't help Lorain, but it's not like you're going to fall back down, but it's when people go around you. So St. Ed's is already ahead of them, so that
so the match we have on there now is a Highlands versus a Westlake going for 3rd and 4th.
Right.
5th and 6th maybe. So a lot of wrestling going on. It's like what they call the 4-ring circus on here now.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
You better pay attention if you've got a kid you're looking for. You better find him quick, because things happen mighty fast down here. And again, it's we do have 2 of Lorain's finest standing down by the door, but we should have them pull out those stun guns and walk around and say, if you don't sit down.
Yeah.
Because right here on mat 3, they love to stand around the whole team.
Yeah.
You got to remember, the paying public, they're supposed to be able to see.
Well, that match that we're looking at, that's 4, 3rd and 4th. Now it's Perkins versus, I don't know who he's wrestling. He's wrestling someone.
Is he, because they changed
Maybe North Olmsted, maybe? Yeah, probably North Olmsted. I see some kids out there in orange.
Yeah.
So and Perkins is leading, so that's important to them.
Sure.
Because Ed's just won a championship, so that's worth some points, and a pin will get
Would
you
you give
extra
you-
points.
yeah, the extra point, yeah.
So all of a sudden, this match is important over there for Perkins.
Yeah.
Because how big of a lead does Perkins have?
Well, according to the scoreboard, there is no.
No, I mean how many team-point lead?
Oh, Perkins is 255. St. Ed's is 228.
Yeah, so there's about 30-some points in there,
Yeah.
25
Oh,
points
yeah.
in there. So points will add up quick if Ed's has a
Yeah.
bunch in the championship and they've got some pinners.
And, of course, head-to-head competition
Yeah.
against the team you're chasing is always way better than hoping somebody else will beat them.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think they just gave 2 points to Perkins. No.
I'm not understanding because how did one guy be in charge? He was in control.
Well, I guess he.
And there's been an escape and a takedown.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're down to 8, 7, 6 seconds in the second period. That's what it says up there. Am I correct on that, Tom?
What's that now, 3-0?
It's 3-0, but it's the second period. Or they're just don't worry about pushing that button on the period.
Well,
Oh, yeah, there's third period. So this is it.
Perkins is taking down, and that makes sense. They're behind.
Right.
They're behind by 3. If they can get an escape here, yeah. Theoretically, getting your escape is the easiest thing than getting a reversal.
Yes.
So you get an escape and can work on a takedown.
Because a lot of guys that are in control will say, well, I'll let him go and work on my takedowns. But right here, he's got him going. Here, he's got that head. Yep, out of bounds. Yeah, that's the other. Coaches love to change uniforms in the finals.
Yeah.
For a day and a half, you've been looking at them, and they're wearing this,
Yeah.
and now they go, wait a minute, how come they're wearing purple? You know, it's.
Yeah, I watched some of the junior high coaches on Wednesday sorting out uniforms out there for their own junior high teams, and they were making sure they got the nice white uniforms for their finals.
Yeah. Yep.
Some years, it's always been changed into white for the championships. Then people start changing into black for the championships.
Yeah. I always thought you have school colors for a reason.
Yeah.
But what do I know? You know, that's. We see that, you know, we do football games, and as well as you, and you know, there's a team. Their colors are maroon and gold, and they're dressed in all gray. I'm not understanding that at all. Well, the number is, you know.
And they have a little armband, a little stripe on their armband that's maroon and gold. I seen that team on the TV.
Oh, boy. Well, I'll tell you what, he's working to try to get out of it, and the guy on top is pretty much hanging on. So there's going to come a point here pretty soon.
Yeah, you got both.
Because he's got both legs locked,
up,
and he's laying on them.
Yeah. Oh, now that is locked. I think he even got him.
Yeah, that's there.
Finally,
You go.
There's
Stalling.
the stall.
Yep.
But there's only 15 seconds left.
Yeah. So.
And that was just a warning.
Yeah. So even if he gives up a point, what's the big deal? Yeah.
Now, had he given that stalling with maybe 30 seconds to go,
yeah, you might have.
Then an escape and another stall. My guess is he's going to ride him out.
I think you're right with 5 seconds to go.
Yep.
He's going to have to improve his attempts at working for a fall. But I give him credit. This is for third, correct?
Yeah,
no.
That was third.
Third, yes.
North Olmsted took a third.
Yeah.
Now, this is a little strange thing. He was one of North Olmsted's extra wrestlers at 106. So obviously the first string wrestler 106 got caught up in somewhere, and he worked his way all the way to third.
That's why you bring a couple extra kids, And really, this kid is going to be flying high all weekend.
Yeah. Now, the next Lorain kid is going to be way down there on mat 4.
That would be the championship for the JV part
yes,
of it.
The second part of the tournament down there, and that's going to be Jordan Cancel, 9th grader.
Yeah, we saw him a couple times.
So obviously
yesterday.
he's won his matches this morning, 2 of his matches this morning to get into this championship for the second round tournament.
And he probably won a couple yesterday.
We don't know.
But I mean, he won. I know. I remember he won at least one.
Yeah. I remember we did some junior high matches last year, and his name came up as one of their. I can't remember what school he's at. I don't know if it was a Johnny Wilson or a Longfellow. But he was one of their better wrestlers last year, so he's getting his getting his lumps a little bit here. But now he's showing a little bit of his ability working the way to the championship.
And we would do those matches, Tom, you and I, and it's like I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and everybody's wearing the same uniform. They're all knotted up, and it's a blue uniform with Lorain on it. Okay, well we know that, but
pity the official because he has to make one of them red and one of them green.
Yes. So here we go down there. So this would be the 113 weight class.
Yes.
Got a Columbia kid.
Yeah, Josh Hickman from Columbia. Also a 9th grader.
Yep.
They might have met in one of the junior high tournaments last year. You never know.
I would say more than likely. And one thing, I think we've said this before. I know in football it's true, and it's true in wrestling. Those kids they're tough kids.
Oh, you're talking about Columbia?
Columbia kids, yeah. Oh, yeah. So they just had the kid broke the rushing title for the county. That's saying something.
Yeah.
That little school, yeah. It's the kind of feeling out process here. Nobody really making an attempt.
Now, usually at 113, there's more going down on the ankle and going down on the legs.
Yeah. Well, they're coming down to the couple say it's going to be 1 minute out of the first. I can almost see that score table down there.
Yeah, I can't.
I'll do the best I can for you, partner. Oh, there you go. Put a pair on.
Put a cheaters on. Nice
now
steal.
He's coming around. If he could get.
He did get the 2.
Oh, he did. All right. He's good shape then. Yeah. 34 seconds to go in the first period. Looks like he's trying to cradle. Oh, now he's getting okay.
Short time. About 30 seconds left. Don't
stay behind the hips. Break him down.
Under the arms.
Yep.
All the things that everyone's been telling you for.
Yeah.
Now it's coming true.
How about tell the coach to sit down so we can see?
Yeah, that's the Columbia coach you have.
Yeah. Sit down, coach. Hey, down to 7, 6, 5.
I think he has them wrapped up pretty good.
I think you're right. Yep. That's it. Okay, second period. You get the flip, and it's going to be Lorain's choice.
He defers.
There you go. I think Columbia took neutral.
He said neutral, but I think the coach is talking to the official. And I don't know what that's all about because there's no.
The only thing that was there was a
no
takedown,
action
right?
calls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could he be talking about stalling?
Well, he seems to have made his point. Now he's going to go sit down.
There might have been a question on
clock.
The clock and how many. I don't even know what the rules are, because every tournament's different. When you have like the second tournament there.
Sure.
Are the periods 2 minutes or the periods a minute and a half? You know, what are those?
Yeah.
I see 2 minutes on the clock. So that's normal.
Yep.
Like a regular championship match.
And I could see why they would want to do it because it is a separate tournament from this. Yeah. Now, down here for third and fourth, it might be a minute and a half per period, but, we'll see.
Yeah.
Got his head down there. See, the Columbia kid is kind of defensive, but there
Well,
he's
he got
his
that
arm.
whizzer in there. He got
Yeah.
his
Now, if he
whizzering
could
down, but now we got to
claim a leg and get your arm out of there, right?
yes.
There he's got a leg. Now he's got.
You got to shake your arm out.
There you go.
And the Columbia kid is trying. Well, see now.
Oh.
I think. See, we couldn't see it.
Oh, they're neutral.
We couldn't see it, but
Yeah.
was that right foot way there? Did it just
Yeah.
go out of bounds for a second or two?
Yeah.
'Cause that's still the same rule. You know, your knees don't have to be in, just
Correct.
your toes.
Yes.
But you have to have control out of bounds too. You just can't
yeah,
be.
yeah.
You can get control later.
And again, we've been talking about that for
Yeah.
2 days. It's to discourage a lot of guys wrestle on the edge of the mat.
Yeah.
And if they get in trouble, they roll out of bounds. So
now
they want to discourage that.
they extended the out of bounds by allowing someone to get takedowns and pins
Yeah.
out of bounds.
Yeah.
As long as you're
You are in bounds. Yeah.
two supporting points are inbounds.
Yeah.
New rule this year.
And a lot of those rules trickle down from the NCAA.
Yeah, sure.
Because that's.
Oh, so Columbia just got the 2 on a nice little move. Lorain got his stand up. Now can he work his way
Now
to a reversal?
He's close. There it
Yes,
is.
he
There's
got
the
it.
reverse. That makes it 4-2 Lorain. Down to 10,
Yeah.
9.
Hold him down on the mat. Don't
That's
give up
it.
anything in short time.
1 time.
Good
Okay.
mat. Okay, 4-2.
So Lorain is 4-2.
So he had a 2-point lead going into the second period. They had a takedown and a reversal, so evened up in the second period. Here comes the third now.
Yeah. Now Lorain's choice. Because he deferred. So he's going to, that's good move. You like to think you're going to get your 1. No, just let him go.
And that's to a 3-point lead now.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to stall, but you don't have to do anything
Don't have to
foolish.
go crazy.
Yeah.
And to me, the pressure's really on the guy that's behind, too. You got to make some effort. I mean, he didn't even try to break him down. He just let him go. And, there's a good shot right there. That was a good, legitimate.
And see, he's wrapping that leg around, too.
Yeah.
And Jordan is working on trying to get a little cradle in there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't need your leg for the cradle.
Right. You get it locked up, and if you can get expose his back. See, he's
no
he's
control yet on
but
either
he's got
man.
the idea.
Yeah. See, Columbia tried to reach up and grab the head.
Too
so you
red.
get that head, you get a roll out of it.
He got 2 red, so he must have had something down there. So that would make it 6, correct?
Is it?
Be nice if you could see the score, but and he still got it in there, and there you go. He finally
Stalemate.
Yeah.
So he had 4, 5. That'd be 7-3. 4-point lead now, right?
Yeah.
Or 7-2. 7-2 because there was never an escape, so it was 5-point lead.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can get Bob as we go along to zoom in when we're on that mat. Between first and second, we can zoom in on the score.
Every now and then, yes.
Yeah, just to get it. Because this isn't too bad, but sometimes when those points start flying.
Yeah.
But again, he's on top working that same thing, trying to get that cradle. Get him curled up. There, he's got him broken down. That's good. Get the half in there. Yeah, he's got a plan. There it is. Well, that was it.
Good match. Good match, Jordan.
That's it.
Cancel.
So he's a JV champ, huh?
Yeah.
Good for him. There you go. All right. That takes us.
Just a reminder, no flash photography. So if you could turn the flashes off, please. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. There was someone saying No flash photography. Now, Lorain does not have a man in this
113.
In this 120.
Oh, 120, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a man here, so we'll focus on a couple of different ones. On the main mat over there is another Perkins versus Harvey. Perkins still in the lead. Perkins still in the lead. Perkins in the white uniform, Harvey in the red. And I think Harvey had the nice takedown and said, if you can do it once, you can do it again.
Absolutely.
I'm going to let him up because I'm going to take him down again, which he just did quickly.
Yeah.
And he let him up again.
Makes it 4-2. Yeah, when you're not even 30 seconds in, you got 2 takedowns already.
Yeah.
That's going to be your forte.
Quick as a cat, Perkins.
Well, you got it. And as much as we've seen them, we should mention the officials. I've not seen any controversies or anything.
No, great. Yeah.
It's been pretty squared away, and everybody kind of agreed with everything, and which is, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because these officials, they love to work tournaments too, especially early, because, again, they're getting a gazillion matches to do, and you see every scenario under the sun, and you work on your skills too.
Especially there's a lot of new rule changes with the out-of-bounces. Yeah, like I said, it caught me a couple times.
Right. And you can see on mat number 2, where we have the championship, there's 2 officials. There's the head official, he's doing a match, and an assistant. If there's any question, he'll look at his buddy, and they can communicate. They don't have to talk, but they can shake their head or whatever. Make sure they agree on any close calls.
There's a lot of silent communications going on out there.
Yep. There's a nice shot. And a takedown for Perkins. That's 4-4 right there. Stalling Green. Oh, man, he called that quick.
Because he didn't take him to the mat. And you only get 5 or 6 seconds to take a man back to the mat.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That's relatively new. I don't remember that.
So he called a second stalling. He gave him the warning and called a stalling.
Yeah.
So that was a point and then the point for the escape. So and if you can't take a man to the mat, a lot of times it's better to just kick him out early.
Right.
So you didn't give up the stalling and the escape.
Yeah. Okay. Now that's a new one. I didn't realize that. Well, see, you learn something almost every day. All right.
Now, if you're making an honest attempt and the kid is just too good, that's a little different story.
There's some judgment involved there, yeah. But see, he's got that's what you said. Just let him go. Ooh,
Whoa.
Now, that was a collision.
That looked like a middle linebacker.
Oh, yeah.
Stopping that tailback coming through the A-gap.
Yeah, you got it. Oh, and he's hurting right now. He's hurting. So while we have an injury time here, maybe we could swing over to mat number 1. And let's see what we got. We got somebody on his back down there.
That's Elyria versus North Olmsted. No. Elyria versus Clearview.
Okay.
Trouble is, I think it's the Clearview man because I see some blue on his back. He gave him the points. And then he had a little illegal in there.
Yeah.
So Clearview got a point out of that. It takes it to Elyria 7.
And Clearview's got those strange uniforms, T-shirt and short kind of things. All right, we could go back to mat number 2 because they're back at it.
And his score over there is
7-6.
7-6.
The guy in red, Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey's still winning.
Restart. You got 1:33 seconds in the second period.
He kicked him out. That should make it 8-6, 2-point lead.
Yeah.
I think.
He's in there. Well, I tell you, those shots are deep and hard. You can start again.
Yeah, the official called a stalemate there because he didn't think anyone can improve. Now, obviously, the Perkins coach don't agree with that because he thinks his kid's in a little better advantage.
Yeah.
Let them go and let them work it out themselves. You could stay there for another minute and not get anything.
And waste time.
Yeah.
Well, he's in it. Look at it. The Perkins kid is being the aggressor.
He's cross-facing like you should.
Right.
You got to break that grip, though, because that's a death grip on that leg.
There you go. Good call.
Yeah.
Stalemate, start again. Stalemate, meaning neither wrestler can improve his position.
I like the official, the way he's doing this. He's giving them 5 or 6 seconds to improve. If not, stalemate, let's start again.
And you know what? And you'll the wrestlers should learn, and if one kid keeps doing a stalemate kind of thing, then that's stalling.
Yeah. The coaches are telling Harvey, stand up with that, stand up with it, if you can, and spin around. See, there's a case where maybe the Harvey coach is a little bit upset because, but he's a very consistent official. He gives you about 5 seconds and ends a stalemate.
So, Tom, you're a Hall of Fame official. So if you got both coaches mad at you, you did a good job?
Yeah.
Pretty much?
No, you're doing a consistent job, I'll tell you that. Then there's a deep shot.
No.
No.
You can't do that.
Yeah. Little bit of a slam.
Yeah, he hit, and it's not who comes down first. It's the force.
The force, yeah.
And then the thing that really made it look bad was the Harvey kid came down on top of him.
Yeah.
He's hurting right now. I think he got it on the hip.
So now what's going to happen is they give that man 2 minutes, and they call this recovery time, not injury time.
Right.
He is injured, let's say, injured on a illegal move. So if he cannot wrestle at the end of 2 minutes, he wins.
So he wins by default, correct?
And no one's saying he's not hurt. Yeah.
Oh, no. But that goes down as a default from the Harvey. Harvey defaulted the match.
Yes.
On an illegal move. See, now the coach, what did he do? And you want to be polite, but Coach, if you don't agree with that call, you ought to go home.
Yeah. Because even the people up in the press box agreed to that call.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
tell you that.
There was no question about it. Yeah.
No,
Came down from about 3 feet high.
Yeah, I didn't start a watch on that,
but he's been going for.
He hasn't jumped up to shake it off, and I know we're at least a minute and a half.
Now I saw one of the classiest things ever in a tournament where a kid with this exact same situation, but the kid that slammed the other guy, it was more of a slip than, you could just tell it was tough, and the kid could not continue. But he said, I'll continue, and he went for 1 second, and then they defaulted it. And I thought that's sportsmanship at the highest peak right there, because he knew his opponent did not try to hurt him. It's just one of those things. Yeah. Well, I think it's about time, don't you?
See, I think they have the Lorain trainer. That's Tracy down there.
Oh, yeah, she knows
and
her stuff.
one of her girl trainees looking at the young man, but he hasn't got off of his back since.
Because it comes down to the kid.
Yeah, exactly.
If no matter what the trainer says, if he says, I can't go, that's it. You cannot make a kid do that. Yeah. You see, while we have a second or two here, we were looking, we were talking to Dan Turnus yesterday, and he was showing a new headgear. It's almost like a mini helmet. There's a piece that goes down the middle of the head that's got like plastic in it, and it's a little tougher, and would protect the top of your head if you're head butted somebody.
And I remember
they're taking him at the. Here we go. Let's see.
I try to remind Turnus on that his wrestler back in. It was a 93, Juggy Franklin, wore that same headgear for 2 state championships.
Yeah.
The Turnus said they had to make it themselves. So.
Yeah. Well, somebody ran with that. You can't be too cautious. So let's see here. That was they called it illegal. So if they took the ankle strap off him.
Yeah, I think he exceeded his 2 minutes.
Oh, there's no question. Now it's going to be. So he should win, right?
Yes.
And the Harvey kid's upset. And I understand that, but, son, you put him in that situation. Don't lose your cool. See, and the official is trying to keep everything from escalating.
And he's
just telling us, hey, you know, get them under control, pal. They got it. They have to shake hands. That's the rule. If you refuse to shake hands with your opponent,
it's another unsportsmanlike.
That's an unsportsmanlike, That could be a team point at this because the match is over.
Yes, it would.
That could be a team point.
It would be a team point. He's right.
Well, here we go.
Well,
yeah, as we continue on. And just a last thought on that. No matter, you hear some fans, whatever. Number one, boo high school kids. And number two, he didn't put that kid, the kid didn't put himself in that situation.
No, he got picked up, he got slammed.
He got slammed. It's pretty simple.
All right, here we go with Lorain at 126. That's Dominic Thompson over there.
Over on
mat number two, which is going to go for 5th and 6th.
Okay.
And we had Dominic last night.
Dominic's done a pretty decent job in this tournament.
Yeah. He was a two-time junior high state qualifier, we mentioned, and he plays on a varsity baseball team. So he's a pretty all-round athlete.
Yep.
Dominique. 10th grader.
You like to see the multi-sport athletes.
Yeah. Now he's in white, but so is
right. But
so is his opponent
Big P
Holt,
on his back.
Yeah, Holt from Perkins.
Well, there's a takedown for Perkins. Okay. Now you got to get up. There you go. He's working.
So now, see, the referee's looking at. He caught it. You are not allowed to lock hands around a man's waist or around both of his legs when he's down on the mat.
Correct.
So, and that's what he did. That's a point.
So he's got, it's 2-1.
Yes.
They haven't put it on the scoreboard yet.
No, that's the little one over there. They haven't put.
It's down below. It's down below. I see. They got it right. Yeah.
Do they?
And that's the penalty. That's the time. It's 2-1. Red. 2-1. Yes. Okay. Second quarter. Now we got to do the flip. Lorain's choice. Taken down. As we said, that's always a good strategy.
Especially if a person has a tendency to lock hands.
Yeah, well, yeah. And that's such an easy thing, especially with young kids.
Yeah, Dominic, I think he's a 10th grader, and his opponent is a senior.
See, he was counting.
Yeah, well, he got some back points. I know.
Man.
2 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he waited just long enough. He's trying to set it up again.
Yeah. Tilt of some kind.
Little tilt of some sort.
Very little, but yeah. So that makes it 4-1. Perkins. He's got him broken down. This guy, he's got a plan. Now he's got that chicken wing in there trying to walk it around, and that's going to, it's all leverage. So he's
what he has to try to do is with his left foot is try to hook the head.
Correct. Yeah, there you go. Right there. See, if he had the head, well, there he's awful close.
There you got it.
Yeah, he's
Dominic tried. He tried to keep rolling, but the momentum just didn't have enough.
This is close.
He just didn't have enough. Especially when he can
get that reverse half. Yeah, there you go. Yep. 44 seconds to go. That's an eternity when you're on your back.
Yeah.
Oh, man. 30 seconds. See, and that just takes the starch out of you. Boy, you're...
Yeah, especially when a kid's up on his toes.
Yeah. Well,
putting
yeah,
all his weight on your chest.
Yep. There it is. Boy, it's hard to survive that, man.
Yeah,
Oof.
12 seconds left to go in the
Yeah.
second period.
He got caught. That was that's what you got to learn. Now, okay, well, you get pinned. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
And, all that, and it's not great. But the point is, you got caught in a move.
Yes.
You were in that match doing pretty well up until that point. So what do we got to work on? There you go.
Yeah.
And right here, I think this is good coaching right here. You got coaches down there talking to him and say, I know you're upset, but take it easy. Here's what you did, and we're going to work on that tomorrow at practice. Well, maybe not tomorrow, but
someday there.
Yeah.
Who we got over here on the championship match is Fairview and Cloverleaf in the green. Fairview winning 8-1, riding on top.
Yeah.
Middle of the second period.
Now, what are you going to do with that, buddy? Yeah. You're in trouble. There it is.
Gave up the 2.
See, there's the edge reversal. So it's the same thing.
Yep, exactly.
He had full leg in, and then, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Each wrestler had a supporting part in.
You got
no
it.
matter
Yep.
how much is out.
Yeah.
It's how much is in that counts.
Yeah. Down to 6 seconds. 4, 3, 2. So that's it for the second period. We got the Fairview kid is winning 8-3.
But Clearview's going to go down, which is smart. Can he get an escape? Can he get a takedown?
We'll see.
To make this into an interesting match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the new out-of-bounds rules. You have to have a different philosophy as an official. Before, you always looked at the out of bounds to see what parts are out of bounds.
Right.
Now you have to change your whole mind of thinking into looking at what parts are in.
They're still in. Yeah, it's a complete opposite. Yeah. Boy, and how that rule has changed. When we first started many years ago, if you touch that white line, out of bounds.
Yeah.
Now, see, he can still keep going. Well,
see, now, I think the official.
No, they were out, Yeah,
they were
He
out.
had 1 point in, and Yeah,
we talked about Gary Huff. Had these out-of-bounds rules been in effect when he was there, he'd probably have 50 or 60 more takedowns.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times his takedowns always ended up on the basketball court.
Right. Well, he knew that wood was harder than the Resolite mat, so soften your guy up. But really, the old out of bounds was just like it is in football or basketball. If you step on the line, you're out of bounds. The line was out of bounds. Then they went to the line is inbounds. It's been about a 20-some year
evolution of
into
slow but sure to where it's at now. There's a stalemate, but 51 seconds to go.
Yep.
If Perkins, or not Perkins, I'm sorry, we've been talking about Perkins so much. If Cloverleaf wants to do anything now, they better do it quick.
They better get it going, yeah.
Because they need 4. That's a slip. A slip. Now, somebody said, why isn't that a slam just like the previous match we see? Because they came down without any force.
Right.
It was a nice little throw.
And they kind of came down together.
And we heard it up here,
yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
He didn't drive him down. It's kind of like landing on the quarterback in NFL. If you land on the quarterback, keep your weight on him, it's roughing.
Yeah. There's judgment.
Yeah.
And that's, and I don't care what anybody says, you always err on the side of safety.
Yes, exactly right.
Because I tell you what, you've done them and so have I over the years. You get a couple grudge matches out there. I can remember Avon Lincoln Bay or Lorain Elyria or some of those, they don't really like each other. And if you didn't get that under control quickly, you could have a brawl on your hands, and that's never good.
Deteriorate quickly, yes, right.
And if there is ever something like that happens, the first guy they talk to is the official. How'd you let that happen?
I think Lorain is going to be going for 3rd and 4th over on mat 3 to our left.
Against St. Ed's.
Yes, and that is Deontay Dean wrestling Parker Croston from St. Ed's.
Okay.
Now, Dean's a senior, whereas Ed's was a 10th grader.
See, this match would help Lorain maybe move a little bit.
Yeah,
you defeat a person ahead of you.
Exactly.
Here we go. Oh, a beauty. A great shot. One thing that we mentioned yesterday, and it's worth mentioning again this afternoon, Coach Finley, he's a double leg, single leg takedown kind of coach. And he's got those kids working on that stuff. Oh, he slipped out.
And, besides Coach Finley, one of his lighter weight coaches is Eulin Ralston.
Oh, he was a
takedown
master
back in his day.
He knew.
Now here's the Lorain kid is out of bounds. But
Ed's was in.
Ed's was still in.
Yeah. Boy, he had it and it slipped.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Last year, that would not have even been back points, let alone.
Correct. They'd have stopped and start over. Yeah, he's hurting a little bit and upset.
Yeah.
And you should be a little upset, but, that's.
Yeah, coach has shown him a little bit what he did wrong. Here's how you have to do it. Here's how you have to do it. We'll work on that. Don't worry about it.
It's the best time to coach him, right there, fresh in his mind.
Yeah, you're still a 4th placer at the tournament. So.
Absolutely, yeah. That means there was like 12 teams behind you, pal. Yeah. So this is always good. Work on the assistant coach.
Yeah.
To show you what you're doing wrong.
Now, those assistants are the brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kusha. Back, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, they wrestled and played football for Lorain.
Now we're back to the one we started with.
This is the middle.
Or no, this is another match. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is in green, Westlake.
Yeah.
In red, Fairview.
Yeah.
So it's Zaire from Westlake versus Jewett from Fairview. Probably the 1 and 2 seeds in
more
this
than
tournament.
likely. Yes. And you say, what do you mean by seed? Those are the 2 kids that came in probably with the best records, and you separate them at the beginning so that theoretically you go through the brackets and they should end up.
And they work out where they did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Here's a case. Westlake Zayed is a senior, whereas Jewett is a junior, 11th grader.
Okay.
We don't know what their records were last year or how far they went to districts or sectionals or wherever. And if I remember correctly, I may be wrong about this. I think Zayed might have went to state last year. Might have. I mean, he placed like 3rd at the district or something like that.
If somebody's got some
a little bit of blood somewhere.
Blood, yeah. This might be the guy that got hurt last night.
No, that guy wouldn't have any more blood left in him.
We had all night to replenish.
Oh, yeah, he got transfusions maybe.
Nice, Tom, nice. Well, they're cleaning the mat, so there had to be a little dribble.
Yeah, a little.
Sprung a leak again. So here we go. Second period just underway. I'll tell you, this is moving right along.
Yeah, wait, are we on? We're on 132?
Yeah.
I think they wanted to get finished so the fans could get home to watch that Ohio State.
I think that is a
Northwestern. Now, the people who are going to be watching this on TV already know the results of that thing because this won't be done for a couple days when you're watching it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
All these people in the stands are anxious to see this game.
Yeah.
Here's a caution. You wonder why he gave him a caution, because he didn't let the Fairview boy get set before he started to get on. You got to let the bottom man get set completely before the official motions you on.
And sometimes one of the things the top guy likes to do when he gets on is he likes to put his hands on the guy's back and lean on him and put his weight on him. And the official should not let him do that. You don't have to lean on the guy.
Yeah.
Because really what they're trying to do, you're trying to break the guy in the bottom, break his concentration on what he's thinking about doing. A lot of little savvy things. There we go, up in the air. That's potentially dangerous. I think, too, a thing to remember, we're talking about those illegal moves and slams and all that stuff. A kid doesn't have to deliberately try to slam a guy. I mean, if you take the guy up and he slips out of your grasp and you drop him, you didn't do that deliberately, but you're still responsible for that.
And it's a high-risk move.
Correct.
You know, you get a lot of rewards if you can get him off the mat.
Oh, yeah.
But you do have to maintain control over him.
That's the move they like to show in international wrestling is the souffle.
Yeah.
Where you've got a guy, you're behind a guy and you're got your arms around his waist and you go back on your own head like you're arched backwards, and that puts it's an illegal move in OHSAA wrestling because you could break your neck.
And break his.
Absolutely.
But you put yourself in more danger than you put him.
Correct.
Yeah.
So don't even do that.
Now, in international wrestling, you get 5 points for doing that, though.
Well, yeah. And an ambulance.
Yeah.
And of course, it's been said many times, but this is the oldest sport on the face of the earth.
Probably, yeah.
Well, before someone died. I mean, when you were running around, doing other things, that was different. But this is where a competitive thing, that was wrestling was first.
Well, that takes you to 6-3 favor Westlake. He wants to take neutral, thinking he already got a couple takedowns. I'm going to get another one here.
Sure.
Fairview has to maintain because you don't want to give up and get a 5-point deficit in there. You want to make sure you don't give up that takedown. But he got in nice on those legs. So.
Oh boy. Yep. Restart.
Yeah.
Minute 31.
Yeah, as a down wrestler, you always want restarts because that's where you have your most opportunity.
Right.
You can't do much when you're on your belly.
Right. It's that first pop up or sit out or whatever you got doing.
See, that was good. He went when Fairview tried to get out. He went right to his ankles, but as soon as he stopped the initial move, he went all the way back up to his waist. He didn't hang back on his ankles
because that looks bad. Yeah, that's a stall technique.
Yeah. There's the one for the escape. That makes it a 8-4 match.
Yep.
With 1 minute to go, can he get a takedown is the question. Not with Westlake getting as deep as he has. In a Wizard situation, he'll go out of bounds.
Yep. $50 seconds. Another shot. And that's good from the guy that's winning.
Yeah, Fairview and Westlake used to be one of the big matches in the Southwest Conference back in the day.
Well, Fairview was a very tough wrestling school.
Yes, they were.
Clay Burkhart and the guys.
It was probably their best sport, actually.
I think you're right. I think you're right, yep.
But then, of course, the size difference between Westlake as being a Division I school in football, so you know what they are in wrestling, versus Fairview. And I think Fairview eventually got into the Lorain County.
Right.
Now I think now.
Well, that's Bay Village was the same way. There was no room for growth.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You're stuck,
Yeah, short time coming. Looks like inevitable for
trying to throw a little bit of a throw there, but
yeah. And see,
and a slip.
Yeah, just a desperation kind of
thing. And his buddies are up in the stands are very happy about that because that helps Westlake creep up on St. Ed's.
All right.
It started out Perkins, St. Ed's, Westlake, and Cloverleaf. So they were the first 4, and then followed by Lorain. So
ready for 138. Now Lorain does not have a wrestler up here in the this final rounds, but the match that we'll be watching is going to be a Perkins versus a St. Ed's, or Perkins Senior, Logan Schoen versus Ed's Evans Bennett, a freshman.
Oh.
This may be for some bragging rights for the team points.
Yes. But yeah, it's the two, the number 1 and number 2. So.
Well,
a default.
We misspoke, yeah.
So maybe the Perkins young man is hurt or whatever and couldn't make it.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll move everybody else up. So we still have to wait for these other matches, but
let's look for the one. How about I don't know which one would be an interesting match over there. Maybe Elyria over on mat number 2.
And
is that Elyria or is that Parma? Parma versus Valley Forge. That looks like a home time rivalry, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks like Parma's winning this match 2-0. 19 seconds to go.
And they got Parma's got that Ohio State stripe down the middle of their back, which, it was available, so they thought they'd use it.
Mopping up a little bit of blood.
Just keep wiping it up. There you go. So I'm thinking I'd be wearing latex gloves if I was going to, but that's just me. Boy, that was a quick pop-up, huh? But then right back down. Down to 10 seconds.
You roll. Now, see, there's 99% of they're out of bounds, but they're still wrestling because their arms and head were supporting
shoulders,
them.
Yep.
Yeah, they were supporting them. Still in bounds.
And after you see a couple matches, it does make some sense. Yeah.
You see, we're not quite to the college rules because the college rule says if one part
that's even
of either wrestler is touching in bounds, they're in bounds.
Right.
So you see wrestlers are out there in a basketball court and one finger is still reaching all the way to the circle.
Again, that's to keep the action going. Well, there's an escape.
Yeah.
To keep the action going, and let's face it, at that level, some of those guys are masters. I mean, absolute masters. Look at this. Oh boy!
Now this takedown.
He got trouble right. Oh, I thought he was gonna.
He got two out of it. Yeah, but
boy, he couldn't quite curl him up enough to. Yeah. But those guys in college, they're masters at knowing every trick in the trade. That's.
He's got that chicken wing trying to walk that around. Or a bar arm. Oh, I see. He went the opposite way.
Oh, he's got him now.
Oh, yeah.
Tough to get out of that.
Yeah, he went the opposite way of the bar arm, which is always a,
he let him out of that. So, here he's going to go again. And he broke the hold so he can go over and get a fresh set of points, correct?
Yes.
He's in
that high chicken wing or that high neck bridge.
Yeah.
But they're still getting points out of it.
Sure. He's got him. That ought to be
He'll come
worth
out with
3
points here pretty soon. Yes, he still has that bar arm. He hasn't let go of the bar arm yet. Now he is. There's the 3. Now I'm going to suck that bar arm back in again.
Yep.
Now I can go for my second set of 3s because it's 10-0 with 20 seconds. He might get another 3 before this is over.
Oh, see, he stepped over.
Yeah.
Tried once too many times. Yeah. 2 reverse.
10-2. Kick him out. Good move on the wrestler. He kept going and kept going. A lot of times wrestlers will make a mistake and they'll stop as soon as they get a bounce and get taken down. He went all the way till he got to the other mat and just drugged the other guy straight out of bounds.
And he looked at the official, too, to make sure. Yeah, well, you got to – that's –
You can't call a kid for stalling because he had his ankles.
That's
he's trying for –
Yep.
All right, here we go. Last period, 2 minutes to go in the last period, 11-2.
11-2.
My guess is Valley Forge needs major
big time or a
moves,
pin. Yeah. Because this guy, well, he's not. He can't break him down. Yeah.
So Parma and Valley Forge are both in a conference with Bay, and I think Bay in the last couple of years has won that.
Thing is, these guys
conference.
might live. They might live a block away from each other.
Yeah. Ooh.
Whip him down, yeah.
Check the scores. He's winning by 10, 12-2. He's looking for a takedown to his back. He needs 5 to get a tech fall.
Yeah.
There's the takedown.
He can turn.
There's the bar
He's
arm.
turned him a few times. Yeah, he knows what he wants to do.
There's the half.
Yep. Here it comes. Crank City.
There's cranking away from the half.
So you do have to take the chance and come off of the hips and come all the way perpendicular. And here's that example. He's in. So this is going to continue. 49 seconds. Well, we're going to have a Lorain kid in the next match.
Yeah, the championship match.
He's down there warming up. What about those Parma schools? They had there's 3 of them over there. You got Parma, obviously. That was the first one. But then they went to the American history for the other. Normandy, obviously, the Normandy invasion. And Valley Forge, if we got to explain that to you.
Yeah.
Go back to civics class.
We'll have to talk about George
GW,
Washington and all the group there.
Down to 20 seconds. Yeah, I think he's got a victory, but he's not going to get a stalling writ.
Here comes that. Can I get a takedown in 13 seconds to secure a tech fall, which just looks a little bit better? And no, I can't.
No. Well, it's not like he didn't try.
Yep.
I'll give the guy credit. He did some stuff. I know one thing. Don't let him get that bar arm in half.
All right, here we go on the championship mat now.
Yeah.
Where it is going to be Dan Finley in a white uniform.
Well, that's
versus Cole Weatherly
in a white uniform.
Perkins in a white uniform. So we're going to keep this straight. Lorain will be the green. Perkins will be the red.
Yep. And Lorain's got the big logo there, and they also have that Titan sword on the middle of his back.
Perkins only has the P.
And I think they have the word Perkins on the front.
Yes, and a red headgear. So
keep
so
there
it straight.
You go.
Keep it straight.
Yep. Like that coach, he said, wrestling coach, he said, oh, you should put the school name on the back of the uniform. Well, why? Well, if you're getting pinned, no one can see it.
Yeah.
And if you're pinning a guy, everybody can see it.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
There
nice.
you go.
That's
Boy, he had a little
move.
bounce, sit out, bounce, and come around.
Yeah.
2-point takedown. Very nice. 1:20 to go.
I don't know all the big tournaments that Lorain's going to be in this year, but I think Dan Finley's goal is going to be probably to be in this match, the championship match, in just about every one of those tournaments.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think he has his heart set on following some of the other older Finleys who have gone down to state.
Yes, there's no question about it. And I think we were talking earlier that unlike in present or previous years, there's going to be some dual meets this year. And one of them's going to be with Amherst.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
They're hoping that they can get an Amherst match on the books. So we're hoping they can maybe even get a Ridgeville match on the books.
Yes.
And for sure they have a Strongsville match on the books.
So there you go. There's at least that's a start. And I think, you do, and the way the game is played today, you do have to be in a lot of tournaments. But there's something about having one mat out there and all the hometown here. And, boy, there's another nice takedown. But bring everybody in and cheer for the, instead of just 50 million things going on at once. And I know we were a couple times we were at different schools and they had early release and you could go home early if you went to the gym and watch the wrestling match, which is I like that. That's a great idea. Yep.
And we did a match a couple years ago over at Amherst where the match started about 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So the kids at Amherst got to get out of school early.
Yeah, about an hour or so.
And they all came into the gym. And everyone was, the gym was packed. I never seen Amherst with wall-to-wall people. Didn't even have room to set up a camera. I think Bob and I were both there doing that match. And I think the following year they came over that's when they were at Admiral King.
Yes.
Lorain was at Admiral King that year. And the same thing, the Lorain students got to see the matinee match.
Yep. Promote your program.
Yeah. Yeah, get the kids involved where they can get out of class, watch the match, and then they say, next home match I'm gonna go there, even if it's an evening.
Yeah. Or you know what? They're wrestling Amherst at Amherst. Let's go over there and see it. Yeah, absolutely. So we got a 4-1 lead, 137 in the second. Well, he's in there every time, isn't
he? Yes, he is.
There's another one.
Yes, he is, yeah.
That makes it 6-1.
Yeah, here's a little shout out to Dan Finley's kindergarten teacher. So I seen him last night.
Dan Finley's kindergarten teacher.
And he said, how's Dan doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said,
He
said, I could tell there in kindergarten he was going to be a great athlete.
Yep.
Because he himself, Tom Kane, was a wrestler from Lorain back in the
day.
68 era back there, and then got into teaching in the Lorain system. Remember, you do remember the kids from how long ago, how good they were, 12 years ago, obviously.
Hey, like with me, I was an Admiral King guy, but you know what? We opened Admiral King. We were the second class to graduate from there. And I was around when they closed it. So, it's like, which they also closed Hawthorne. They closed
probably even
Charleston. Every school I went to, they closed. But this is a heck of a facility they got now.
Yeah.
And really, all the way around with that new turf they have at George Daniel Field, you got to go a long, long way to do better than that.
How about a gymnasium that can put 5 mats down the
you got
down
it.
the middle?
Yep.
And if they pulled one of the set of bleachers down, you could probably put 10 mats in here
if
comfortably.
You want it. Yeah, you got a big-time tournament here if you wanted to. And even George Daniel, that thing was built, WPA and all that stuff. But I tell you what, you don't feel like you might get mugged if you go there. It's in a good part of town.
Yep. So you look
point reversal, 8-2.
Yeah.
Got a minute and 35 to go. Well, we got an announcement here you're going to read, right?
I'll wait till the Finley match is over.
When it's over, yeah. But this is kind of a cool thing, a fundraiser kind of thing coming up. Have to give credit to a local business trying to help the schools out and help themselves.
Yeah.
Well, we got a little poke.
Accidental, I'm sure.
I say, yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
I'm good. Let's go, yeah.
See, this is 145. Is Finley going to stay at 145 the whole season?
I don't know.
A lot of wrestlers decide early where they're at, and then maybe they take another couple tournaments to work their way down another weight class. You don't know. You don't care. He's going to be good whatever weight class he's at.
Absolutely, yeah. And they do have that weight control thing under pretty good control now. You have to do the test,
get hydrated,
and all that kind of stuff, and find out you can only lose this much. Because some of those kids, they abuse the heck out of it. They hurt themselves. You shouldn't,
Well, this is getting into short time.
Oh yeah, down to 15
3.
seconds.
Yeah. He might try to pick up one additional point for a little major, but he's going to think, nah, kick him out to 4. If I can get a takedown, I'll get an 8-point. But I'm not. Yeah. Good job, Dan Finley.
Absolutely. You are the champ.
Yeah, Lorain does have they do have a wrestler in this weight class way down there on the championship match for the second tournament. He'll be up here as soon as these matches are over.
Yeah.
That's going to be Dominic Witter.
Okay.
But while we're waiting for that match to start,
this is a unique thing.
Exactly.
Right
Tuesday, December the 11th. So we're not talking about next Tuesday. We're talking about the Tuesday after. But I don't know when people are going to be viewing this.
There'll be more to come on this.
So whenever they're viewing this, it's going to be December the 11th. Stop by Lorain High School from 11 to 2. Take a spin, a brand new Lincoln. Now it's going to be donated by Liberty Ford Lincoln in Vermilion. And what they're going to do is, if you are willing to take a spin, just take a ride, 10-minute ride.
Because somebody's going to drive you around.
Take a spin. And they're going to donate, every person that does that, $20 to the school. For the first 300 people.
Well, what's $20?
$20 for 300 people is $6,000
exactly
the schools are going to get.
Exactly.
Then they're going to do $10 for the next 200. So that's another $2,000. So the schools have an opportunity, if people show up, to make $8,000 for the school. And all you do is get a ride around.
Get a ride in a new car.
Brand new Lincoln. They're going to talk to you about what the Lincoln's options are and everything like that.
So and this is Liberty Ford
in Vermilion. No obligations to do anything except take your ride. Now, you do have to be 21 years old.
Correct.
So, you students, you're out there listening to this, you can't do it. Get your mom and dad. Come on down, older brother, sister, anyone over 21. Come and get a ride in the new Lincoln and support your schools.
Yes. And also, there's one of those.
Also, you can get a lunch because Panini's going to have a food truck there for lunch.
Tom, sounds like that's right up our alley. We're going to be here.
Quick ride and come get a sandwich.
You,
All right, here we are. Dominic Witter, wrestling for the championship of the second tournament. So obviously he did well this morning.
Yes, he
won
did.
A few of his matches this morning to get here in the championship of this tournament. Now last night in the pools, he probably maybe won one, lost a couple.
He's in there. He's in there. Balance.
Yeah.
The guy's got a headlock on him.
Yeah.
Usually you take that backwards if you can. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Okay.
Official down there calling out of bounds, game neutral. Larry Campana, varsity official from Lorain.
But you think about it, $8,000.
Yeah.
A bonus, because that's off the books. I mean, something you thought we needed in the school, now we can get.
Yeah.
Nice. He's on the single leg. See if he can elevate it. He's in. Got to keep that head up. Yeah, I thought, yeah. He broke it. That's a good call. Nobody improved.
No one's going to go anywhere.
Yep. And even the coach is saying, well, you got
Yeah.
You could tell what those coaches are, because they're wrestling with air. You know, they can always.
See, with that mat down there, they have a 1 minute first period.
Yes.
So I don't know what their time is down there. It's hard to see. They're down to.
Well, he's in there again.
Into the teens.
He's got his leg around him.
Yeah, but the other kid got a headlock. So, yeah.
He got two. Yeah. There you go.
Now you got to try not to give up any back points off.
And
of
he
that
is. He's got a count going.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, geez. He got him. Yeah.
Well, the victor down there was Nico Magda from Westlake.
Yeah. Now, this guy, what year is
Dominic?
Dominic, yeah.
Dominic's a senior, actually.
All right. Well, he was half of
getting
a little better shape and work on a couple of things.
He had to learn how to get out of that. Out of that.
He was aggressive. He tried to do some things and basically did a pretty good job. Well, here on mat number 1 is Fairview and St. Ed. Oh, Fairview's in deep trouble. Because I was going to say Fairview could move up a little bit.
Yeah.
If they could beat St. Ed's, but
there's an 8-2 lead from Ed's, and I think back points are going to be coming.
There it is.
Here's the pin for Ed's.
Yep.
Well,
we're down here.
The match is done. Over here going for third and fourth. Looks like a close match.
Yeah, that's
5-4. I don't know who's winning this match. It looks like maybe.
Well,
I got Westlake and the Cloverleaf. Now, which one's which? Thank you. Cloverleaf Colts. You can see the Colts on their uniform.
Yeah.
He's going to get a.
But see, he's green. That would make him the home team.
Yeah, he's winning by a point here, it looks like.
Well, while we have a second, we've got an update on the scores. Perkins is still in first place, 270. St. Ed's, 250, second place. Westlake, 225 in third. Cloverleaf, 202. That's a long way down there. And then Lorain is still fifth at 170. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Followed by Fairview, North Olmsted, Parma, Harvey, Valley Forge, Highland, Oberlin, Columbia, Clearview, Elyria, and Euclid. So there you go. Lorain, I'll tell you what, that's you talking about a new coach.
Yeah.
And he's coming into a program that, let's be honest, was hurting. And he's got a couple of, he had almost two teams here.
Yeah.
So that's a great first step.
Yeah, and he took 3 kids into the championship matches.
Sure. Yeah.
Matter of fact, we got one of them coming up next in Brandy Crawford, working on a championship match.
Well, I tell you, the two guys in the same uniform, this was always tough.
Oh, and
when you're as an official. Okay.
Who's the greenest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who has a hint of red on it?
Or you got a red headgear you can wear or something like that? Yeah.
Well, it looked like Cloverleaf held on to beat him.
Yes, 7-4.
Now we go to the championship match with Brandy Crawford.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling Gavin Ziol from Parma. Parma in the black and gray uniform.
Oh, right. Oh, look at this. Yeah.
Brandy with a takedown.
This is Mr.
Quick.
Takedown here. Look, they got that leg in. He knows exactly what he wants to do.
Yeah. He said his favorite thing is playing baseball, wrestling. If he could do either one of those every single day, he'd be happy.
Yeah, yeah. Is he the one that we saw him yesterday? He said, "You going to put me on TV?"
Yep.
And we said, "Only if you do something special."
And he wins his championship. If he's watching this on YouTube, because obviously this thing's going to be up for a week.
Yeah.
He won't see the interview, but maybe we'll catch him at one of those
we'll find
cool meets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll let him talk about what he's doing in his season.
Yeah. Oh, he's a personable kid, too.
Very, yeah.
Look, he's in there. Oh, look at this. Easy. He's letting it go. That was borderline.
Yeah, very much. That was the same official who had the slam on the Harvey kid.
With the, he defaulted.
And you see there, he didn't bring him down and drive him into the mat.
No, that was.
But now he got caught.
Now he's in trouble.
Yeah, he got caught. He got reversed and caught. You got to roll out of that, Brandy.
He's got 44 seconds to go. Forever.
I didn't see the move that did it. We have to watch for replay. You got to slide that arm out. Get that left arm out, but
there's your spot. There's your chance. There it is. Oof.
No, he gave up. He gave up a reversal.
Yeah.
And 3. That should.
So that makes the score 7-6.
Yeah.
20 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, I didn't see the reversal.
It was kind of one of those. Yeah.
So fast.
Yeah. All right. Catch your breath. You got 10 seconds. 5. Okay. Now we have the flip.
And Red's going to get their choice.
Yeah. Parma's choice.
Parma's going to discuss something.
If I had to guess, I would say it was a bringing him down. But it's too late to do anything about that now.
Yeah. Why would you even come over and talk about something like that?
Yeah.
Because talk to the official, but that's not. Now, if you're talking about some rule, it's not a judgment.
Because you can't go back and change it.
That's strictly a judgment kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, back to neutral. Well, this guy's got to be scared to death because this Lorain kid is just rat quick. I mean that in the nicest.
Yeah.
And he's the aggressor.
He's staying up around the head now.
Yep.
There he goes. And switched.
Easy.
He switched the single to a double.
Yep.
Picked him up off the mat. This time he brought him down on his belly, not on his back.
He gave him an escape. Yep. Which.
Oh, he didn't give him the takedown. Or the reversal. It was 7.
So he got the takedown, and then he gave him an escape.
Gave who? He gave the...
Parma kid got the escape, but the Lorain guy got the takedown.
No. It was 7-6. It was 7-6. So only 2 points got awarded.
Well, there had to be a takedown.
That was a takedown Lorain.
Because he was on him.
Takedown Lorain.
Right.
And that's the only points been awarded so far.
Yeah.
But I seen him hold one finger up for
Red. I saw that too.
What was that about?
I don't know.
Yeah. Unless he did call it he didn't call it illegal.
No, they'd have been blowing whistles like crazy and you'd have heard it, but I don't know. So, we'll find out.
Now, see, if this is an injury, what Tracy's looking at him, you get a minute and a half. And if you can't wrestle, you lose.
Well, he's getting up, so.
The Kushner twins are the ones that I think I'm pronouncing that right. Kushner twins, that's Adam and Austin, were the heavyweight heavier weight coaches at Lorain now. There were some old Lorain wrestlers way back there 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, he's up and ready to go. So there you go.
Knowing Brandy's going to go over and shake hands with the kid. Show him a sportsmanship.
.124 in the second. Lorain's ahead 9-6. Okay, that's the way it should be because he took him down. Okay.
And he gave him an escape. Oh, there's where the 1 point came in. Because Brandy Price said, I'm going to let him up.
Right.
Yeah, so you don't have to give him the escape. You just tell him you want him to give him. Yeah.
Right.
That's where the 1 point, we seen him signal a long time ago.
Yeah.
You got that left arm wrapped all the way around and coming out the back. See, now you got to work that. There he is. You know you had to work something upper body.
So just
and he's trying for a cradle, trying for the cradle, but you got to keep him flat for that cradle. You can't get him up on his base.
That's right. 11-7, 30 seconds to go in the second period. Down to 24, 23, 22. Just stay right there and run the timeout. He's working. He's off the side, so he shouldn't get a stall. Don't give him the point. He did. You never want to do that. 7-8.
Makes it a 3-point match going into the third period. I think Lorain should have their choice, shouldn't they?
No, they had their choice in the second, I believe. Red's choice. He's taken the top position. Yeah, you don't want to go neutral with this guy. Yeah, he's got you a couple of times. Good first move by Parma.
Nice little reversal.
Oh boy, he just rolled through.
Like a little
See,
switch,
there's a guy. He's an athlete.
Yeah.
And he knows where he is on that. Kick him out. Oh no.
I don't know what that was. Was he going to kick him out? Yeah.
There it is again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe on the way out he saw something and then I'll try that and.
Try that.
Anyway,
other side cradle. I'm looking for a shot on his leg here.
That's coming. I just don't want to see him get him up in the air again.
Got a nice little sprawl there.
Yeah.
A nice little sprawl.
It's okay. You're on that edge. Let that clock run.
Yeah.
You got a 4-point lead. Well, he's right there.
He always switches that single into a double.
Double, yeah. It's 2 points. That makes it 6 points. 6-point lead. Red
stalling,
warning.
Yeah, you got to do something on the bottom.
Well,
Now,
he's wore out.
And one of the things is stay up on your base and try to get out, but
it's hard to do. 34 seconds. He's going to let him. He's very cautious on his escapes when he lets him out.
Yeah.
20 seconds. Oh.
Tried a desperation throw. Desperation throws work every now and then, but very, very seldom.
So that gives him a 17-10. And we're down to 5 seconds.
Yeah. All right, Brandy, I think we owe you 11. Let him out.
We owe him an interview.
You owe him an interview.
All right, we'll do that.
Well, Lorain had 3.
Oh, yeah, you got to pop that bicep, huh?
I'd have missed it.
Yeah. That kid could do some damage this year. I mean, going through.
Yeah.
He's a good wrestler. And what grade is he in?
10th.
Ooh. You like that.
I think I had his father over at Southview years ago.
All
right. We got a match on 3.
On mat 3.
And that's going to be for 3rd and 4th. And that is Antonio Delgado.
And he's got a Strongsville Mustang?
No, Cloverleaf.
Cloverleaf. I'm sorry. Yeah, Strongsville's not here.
Yeah.
Same colors and everything,
and
though.
same Colts.
Yeah.
Same little horse. Yeah. We were going to give Antonio a interview, too, but remember he had to be on the championship mat.
Yes.
So next tournament, Antonio, will be your turn.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a quick snatch right there.
Yeah, Antonio is a senior.
See, that edge stuff, man.
Yeah, he's a wrestler. Now he's in the wrestling for 3rd and 4th. That means he lost 1 match today.
Yeah.
And did very well last night. So you're thinking, but what do you think he likes to do in his spare time? Play chess. Because
cerebral.
He's a brainy kid too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, if his mind works that way, then you're supposed to be 2 or 3 moves ahead. He's probably thinking that in wrestling too. If I do this, he does that, and I can do that. Let's put it this way. It never hurts to be smart.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't know, you know.
All right, 2nd period. Down 2. You got to get a takedown, get back into the game here.
Yep. Just kind of sparring around here and no real attempts.
Yeah. Now they're staying in that inner circle.
Yes.
Which, you let them spar a little bit more when they're in the circle rather than way out on the edge.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I can understand what the officials
and they always
saying,
talk about setting up your takedown.
Yeah. Give them a little bit more time if you're staying in the middle.
Now tell me if I got this right, Tom. You know better than I, but you make him go right, and then when you figure he's coming left, and you go. You set him up so you know where he's going to go.
Yes.
You push him back, then he's going to push back at you. Then you go underneath.
Yeah.
So all of those things are called setups, and that's what you got to do to. Gave up 2 there.
But you never go down and put your forehead on the mat.
Not good.
Because that gives him a chance to just spin around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. You plant the head and you pivot around.
Yeah. Well, the sparring's over. Now we got to get down to some wrestling.
Yeah, that's 32 seconds to go. Because if you don't get something here, it's going to be really tough in that 3rd period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not going to happen.
Clover looked like a good rider. He had that ankle hook.
Yep.
And he worked it on the upper head, so this official had no stalling in his mind. So
he's a colt.
Yeah.
He should know about that riding, right? There's just no saddle involved.
Usually, yeah.
Or as T. King would say, hombre, you ride real well. How come he comes into every broadcast?
Yeah, because he just had those sayings.
Because he's T. King, that's why.
He had those sayings. That makes it 5-0.
Yeah, this is tough. Now now you have to take some chances.
Yeah.
Stalling Green. He was backing away. You know, I say turn and stay on the wrestling surface. So that's a good example of you make your opponent.
Yeah.
You, by what you did, you forced him to get that call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You always want him to go out of bounds backwards.
Correct.
With your back to the center mat rather than the opposite way around.
You look like the attacking. Yes.
No official ever calls the person who is forcing the out of bounds unless it's so obvious that he's just pushing and pushing and pushing.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to step backwards towards the middle and leave him way out on the edge, that even looks more like he's stalling.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Coaches, if you haven't turned in your MVP bouts, please turn them into the head table. Thank you.
Down to 1 minute. Good shot there. Just couldn't quite get enough of it. Oh, stuck.
Got caught. No, we
Again,
can't.
you're taking chances. And
we can't see who's out of bounds because there's only like 30 Lorain wrestlers right there in front of it.
Yeah.
I see they're not quite enforcing the 2 people to the corner rule.
Yes. "15 seconds, so that's all but over there.
Well,
so that's.
I hate to say we're at 170. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 more weight classes, and Lorain has no more wrestlers.
Right.
And maybe.
Well, since Lorain won't have any more wrestlers, we'll just concentrate on the championships.
Maybe, yeah.
And that gives Bob a break. He's got that bad shoulder, that swinging that camera. You know, that's, he could just zoom in on the championship, which those kids deserve a couple of minutes in the sun.
Yeah, this is a little close match right here. This is Perkins in the white versus North Olmsted in the black and gray.
Yeah.
And that ties it up at 6-6. 6-6 with 1 point. There escapes.
See, that's another. That must be a legal uniform now. But
yeah, I think you're allowed to wear a
T-shirt.
T-shirt thing.
And shorts, because you could never do that before.
No. I think I did read that somewhere.
Yeah.
Looking at the new uniform rules. Before it was only a singlet.
Correct. Well, I can remember when if you dropped your straps.
Yeah, on the mat.
On the mat, that was a penalty, team penalty. Very conservative way back then.
Yeah. So North Olmsted in the black T-shirt has a 7-6 lead.
And you know, North Olmsted, they're 7th.
No, I'm wrong. No, North Olmsted is in the green. So is
They're losing.
Perkins winning
Yeah.
by 1. Wow.
But North Olmsted and Perkins, they're in a lot of these, and they're in the top 10, but, you know. That was a nice, that was slick.
And he gave him 2.
And he, the same thing with, he had both toes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Both toes were in with control out of bounds.
Yep.
Even though they were 5 foot from the line.
Yep.
Good call, official.
You got it. In fact, we could have asked North Olmsted a question or two. He was that far out.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Nice reverse. Oh boy, right to his back.
No back points on it. No, I don't even know if he got the 2.
He got the 2. Boy, he was in there. Now he's going to give it up. Now he gave it up. There it is. So they just traded 2s.
Yeah.
11-11. Oh, man.
Is he going to get an escape, or can he hold him down? Can he hold him down with 7 seconds? I think he can.
I think you're right. Time.
And he immediately get to this, Matt. We're going to go into 1 minute overtime.
Yep.
I assume the overtime rules are still the same. 1 minute. They call it sudden victory, because if you get a point,
it's over.
It's over.
Yep. You don't have to go the full time.
No. But if there is no point scored, then there's going to be an equal 2-minute period, 2 30-second periods later.
And that's with one guy down, correct?
One guy down, one guy up. Yep.
So you figure someone's going to get an escape, but
the other kid gets another
his
chance
too.
It's not sudden anymore.
Then what do you do?
Then you go into a flip the coin. No, he dragged him out of bounds. Good call again. The official over there is conferring with his assistant. They agree. He was out of bounds. Oh, no.
Oh. Match over. Wow.
He's conferred with his thing. Because there was a very, very close. His toe was in. He kind of slid all the way out. So did he have control while he was sliding out of bounds?
Well, you got 2 guys. You had, two sets of eyes saw it, and they conferred.
Yeah.
And really, just because the assistant said, I got 2, the main guy was probably thinking,
yeah, I thought he might have had
but if he said, no, I don't agree with you, his call stands. But apparently he agreed with him.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we thought we were going to see our first overtime, but.
Well, we did for just.
Yeah.
A few seconds.
I thought we were going to go over all the periods and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we have to do. Yeah, I can remember when you had all that wrestling, and then you had to go back to the book and who got the first one of these. And the first, they don't still do that, do they?
No.
Yeah, that's good.
Nope.
Because I think they figure when you go through that one guy up, one down, someone's going to get an escape.
Well, at the very end, then you've got 30 seconds. If you can ride him, you win.
Right.
If you can't ride him, he gets an escape, you lose. But if the teams are tied in a dual meet, then you got to go back and do
something.
How many? Yeah. Now, this is Harvey versus St. Ed's. St. Ed's is a 10th grader. That's Rios. And Harvey is a Valdez. Typical red and green, so
that makes it. That helps. Yeah, that definitely helps.
So this is, if I remember correctly, this was Harvey's second wrestler on the championship match. Remember the first one was DQ'd on that slam.
Yes, on the slam, yes. 1 minute to go.
Yeah, with Lorain having no more wrestlers for all these upper weights, they don't have much of a chance of moving up.
They're going to probably be stuff, but still, you take 5th. But I do think the light's shining bright in the wrestling room, and
yes,
there's somebody going to be in there with a plan, working with the kids, and
they're going to start bringing. I was talking to some of the coaches up there. They're going to start bringing the junior highs, and there's 3 junior highs now: Johnny Wilson, Longfellow, and Southview. And they start bringing the junior high wrestlers up on Tuesdays and Thursdays
to work with
together,
the varsity,
work with some of the other thing, work with some of the coaches.
Well, again, I said this the other day. Do the same thing that Coach McFarland did. You get those junior high kids, get a freshman team going, and then it's all gonna work out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going to be state champs, but they're going to be a competitive team.
Yeah, yes.
And it's not one of those that, hey, let's get Lorain High because we can beat them. No, it's going to be one of those, you look at this guy, we got Lorain High? Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's what you want, yeah.
So if you're any junior high athletes out there watching this thing.
If you think it's cool.
Come on out and
for sure.
Take a look at what's happening after school in the wrestling room and maybe come over here to Lorain.
Yeah.
Get some experience, a sport you'll love.
Because I think I'd be willing to bet, I don't know this, but even though the season has started, if you're a junior high kid and maybe you're a little late and you want to come out, I got to believe they're going to let you.
Yep. Yeah, you say, well, I'm not big enough to wrestle. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Because they go all the way down to 80 pounds.
That's one of my legs, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, then I'm too big to wrestle. Yeah, because they go all the way to 255.
Oh, that's both of my legs
That's
together.
one thing wrestling takes care of.
Oh, they do.
The whole spectrum of athletes.
It's the only sport that does that.
Yes.
You don't get an advantage just because you're bigger than the other guy. Yeah.
Yep.
See, those cavemen knew that, and the Romans and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you're too big for him, you go with him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're too big for everyone, you go with a lion.
He said, but he's got 4 legs.
Yeah. Oh, that was Gladiators. That wasn't Titans, right? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, Eds is winning here 4-0.
Down about 16 seconds to go in the second period. I think we got a bloody lip or something. You know, one thing as the people drift out of here, you can see that is a gorgeous sight on the other side. Whoever thought of that?
The Titans?
Painting Titans in those bleachers like that. That is, I mean, you know, it's a little thing, but it's a big thing.
Sure it is.
Yeah.
You never get a chance to see that at the basketball game because there's wall-to-wall people there.
For sure. Yeah, and they're starting out this week. That's looking for big things.
And they got a big-time schedule. They got some real bears on the schedule, and that's what you say. You got to beat the best if you want to be the best. Yeah.
Well, and you know, last year was not a bad year.
No.
So you get a little more experience playing those big-time teams. I'll tell you this: when you watch the game tonight, it's going to be kind of cool that there's Rashad Berry from Lorain, Ohio.
Yeah.
That that's good stuff.
Yeah. And they have a chance to go to a big-time bowl and maybe even to this playoffs.
Yeah, you never know.
If things work out for their way, and they'll take Rashad with them.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime shot, Yeah,
I seen him. What overtime game did they have? Maryland or something? One of those games?
Yeah.
They put Rashad in. He made a great catch on a little sideline in a desperation time. If he missed that pass,
game over.
they lose.
Yeah.
He caught that pass and didn't quite score, but he kept them alive for they could.
I think he got the first down or whatever.
He got a first down,
yeah. Yep.
So they use them in at times when they really need things.
Yep. And you know what? The contacts you make, and I don't care if it's Ohio State or you go to, California University, Pennsylvania, like you and I did, but you meet people, you make connections, and that leads to jobs and knowing people and promotions and all. And it just, that's.
Yeah, sports
How good can it be? Yeah,
sports
exactly.
Networking.
You got it.
A lot of times.
You played in college? Yeah, I played.
Yeah.
Well, I played here. You played. Oh, yeah. But that's. Oh,
Yeah.
No question about it.
People like to hire athletes because they know they've
they
dedicated themselves to a lot of hard work.
Exactly, and they know what to do when they get knocked down.
Yeah.
You get back up and go again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest quotes in our Lorain Sports Hall of Fame banquet last year was from Southview graduate Tony Miller, professional baseball player.
Yep.
He said, if you get knocked down, you got to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up.
There you go. Now that guy could do some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look up. If you can look up, you can get up.
You can get up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about that. Yeah. I know it's no big deal, but it was a big deal to me. There were 3 times in my career that I got rifted because of declining and all this kind of stuff, and it was like I kept thinking you got to call the next play.
Yeah.
In football, you got 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You better get up and run the next play, and that.
Yeah. Don't cry over spilled milk.
Yeah, because you ain't going to do good stuff. That's why you have athletics. Oh, nice switch. And 55 seconds to go. 7-2. St. Ed's. Looking for that takedown again.
Yeah. Well, you got that arm, man. You're going to inside control.
Yep.
Now you got to,
You're down to 30 seconds.
Harvey got the takedown. But
it's still 25 seconds.
Yeah, what can you do? How are you going to score?
You got to get him on his back, and I don't know if...
Yeah. Ed's not going to let that happen.
No. Yeah, 13 seconds. Nah. Okay, now what's the next weight class, Tom, is going to be?
I think we're going to get into 195.
Okay.
And the championship match is going to be Horning from Oberlin versus Gregory from Westlake. No Lorain kids in it.
Correct.
Yeah, Lorain Horning. I think he played football for Oberlin this year, one of their linebackers.
That's it. Okay.
Who do we say they're wrestling? Westlake.
Well, in this one, we got Oberlin.
Yeah, Oberlin is in the red, and Westlake is in the black.
So maybe we get Bob at some time during this match to take a shot of that bald-headed coach.
Yeah.
From Oberlin. He's one of Lorain's finest. Big Gary Huff.
Yeah. There he coming in.
There he is. There he is.
Don't get too much of a reflection off the lights, though. Yeah, be careful.
That could mess up your lens.
All right, here we are. Championship match. It's strange seeing a Westlake wrestler in all black.
Yeah, what is that? Well, that's the old, you never knew what kind of.
Yeah, black for the finals.
But see, that was a mistake we made. We got Huff on camera. Now he's going to want copies of this to give out to people.
Only if
no,
Horny,
just tell his wife, and she'll seal it up.
See if Horny can get a throw in here.
Yeah. See, these guys are a little beefier. This is what weight class?
195.
190. Yeah, these are big boys.
And he got his 2.
See, Westlake tried to jump up on him, kind of.
He'll probably get an escape here, but that's okay.
Well, he's.
He
still got him.
Yeah, but he's in.
No, he's.
Oh, now he came. There he is. That's.
Stay in there. Oh, roll out. Ooh. There's a reverse. Yep, good call.
Yeah, he should have gave up when he was in dire straits here. Yeah, give up the 1. Remember
he's got a count going.
Remember the old call, give him 1, don't give him 2, that thing?
Right,
yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's 30 seconds to go. Oh, he caught him, yep. Man. We give it a shot. I'll give him credit.
Connor Gregory from Westlake, 10th grader versus Riley Horning, Oberlin.
And really, Oberlin, their wrestling program is hurting a little bit.
Yeah.
One thing, they got Gary to take the program over, and he will recruit some kids and get them into that wrestling program out at Oberlin.
Yeah.
He's that kind of guy. Yeah. All right, so that takes us to...
Next match will be at 220.
That's a Columbia guy.
Versus a Perkins.
There you go.
They're kind of getting ready, but we got to wait till a couple of these.
The other ones, yes.
Other ones are finished. There's an Elyria wrestling Elyria way down there on mat 4.
It's a rarity, but, they made it through. They deserve to wrestle, so somebody's going to get
I'm sorry. It's
Harvey.
A Harvey wrestling Elyria. Where's Harvey wrestling Harvey?
We've had every combination.
Yeah, shit. Yeah.
We've been here too long.
I seen the red and black. What do you assume when you see all that red and black?
Elyria.
Yeah.
Or Harvey.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, there's a case where Harvey brought some extras.
Yep.
And their extras worked their way right into it also.
And if they did that, then they deserve to be down there battling it out for a trophy. See, this is good. I've been to tournaments where they just start them and they just go.
Yeah.
But you lose where you are.
Exactly,
I mean,
yeah.
It takes a little bit longer to do it this way. But there is a sequential way that, it's like during a regular tournament when there's 3 mats full of heavyweights and then they're bringing in the 103s. They got 2 fleas down there. And then Yeah, we're looking at a 4-1 match down here. And the guy on top has got 4. That's the North Olmsted kid.
North Olmsted versus St. Ed's.
St. Ed's.
And you say Red's winning by 4-1?
If I'm seeing that right. Yeah.
Yeah, see, they all wear that black T-shirt, that orange stripe around the waist. And a pair of shorts with their logo.
Now, I don't know. That T-shirt must be, well, it's obviously tucked in, but all that moving around, it doesn't ride up. There's probably an elastic to hold it snug against your
kind
gut.
Of an Under Armour kind of material, maybe?
Yeah, something. Yeah. The other thing you don't see too much anymore are warm-ups. for the wrestlers.
No, you're right.
You're
right.
And I can remember we went through that one period where they wore long leggings.
Yeah. Some teams, I haven't seen it, but some teams still did up until a couple years ago, because it's that,
well, you could.
Skin infections and things like that.
Oh, sure. You could wear them. It's just they were hot and everything else.
Yeah.
And
I can't remember some of the teams that you still did that. Maple Heights maybe always kept
they
wearing
always,
their leggings.
Yeah, they were. Well, they had that maroon and white forever. Down to 25 seconds. North Olmsted in pretty good control there.
They gave one
8 to 4.
8 to 5 now because they gave one for the
there you
stall.
Go. Yep.
The coach told the North Olmsted to kick him out, but I think he waited a lot too long. He should have kicked him out maybe.
He just gave up 2.
Yeah, that's the match.
Yeah.
10-5.
Okay. We still got these.
Harvey's.
Harvey and Harvey. That could be a law firm.
Yeah. Can you see the Harvey and Harvey clock down there?
50 seconds. So this would be the 220.
Coming up is 220.
And in the heavyweights, so we've got 2 matches left. Or 2 weight classes, I should say.
Well, this match coming up is going to be a Columbia, Justin Bell. I wonder if he played football for Columbia, because they had some success.
He's big enough to play football.
That's what I'm saying. They've had some success on the football field.
And they do get those crossover kids. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Jason Ward, he is a heck of a coach. When you're talking about one of the smallest schools in the county, and they're almost always in the playoffs, and it's tough for them to advance because they always get in there with that Kenston and those, but still, they're in the playoffs. And he's had big-time players. He's had kids go to the Big Ten, and I mean, and he's always got a quarterback or a running back that will drive you crazy.
Yeah, well, he's had some Golden Helmet winners this year. It was their running back was a Golden Helmet winner,
and
a few years ago was their quarterback. I can't pronounce it, but Lizinski or something.
But if you want to see something, drive through Columbia Station on a Friday night about 8:30.
Oh, it's black because
you can't get through. It's down in that little valley, you know.
Yeah.
God bless them. Yeah.
Well, Columbia is in the green and black, where Perkins is in the white.
With Perkins on the front.
Yeah. And Big P on the back.
Oh, bear hug.
There's a bear hug. There's a bear hug, yeah. There's a double bear hug.
Test the strength.
Yeah, who's the biggest bear?
You're trying to get, Columbia trying to get some leverage. Oh, he did. Man. See, the Perkins kid a little bit taller, had a little more
leverage.
Yeah,
leverage counts in wrestling.
Sure does.
Yeah, I watched Tadaka Hati, a great coach from Oberlin, Eds, Ignatius, the Olympic Japanese team, wrestle a broom.
Yeah.
With leverage. And
he could show you how to hit the broom.
The broom never hit the mat because he had leverage on the broom, always bouncing around. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a guy when he taught wrestling. You do there, and make sure your little finger's here and your big finger. I mean, he had your small toe should be. I mean, every part of your body he had that ciphered out. Yeah.
I think the last time I seen him, he was head coach on at Revere, as far as Revere is, and he came back to Ignatius.
I remember he was at Oberlin for a while. Was he at Elyria as an assistant maybe for a while? He's everywhere.
Yeah. I remember he had a son who was a state champ.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't get a count going on that near fall.
Still only 2-0. Oh.
Ooh.
See,
if he could have reached up and got that
that's what
head.
Columbia had to do.
Yeah.
And he should have felt the release of pressure there a little bit.
You know, it looks like Perkins is kind of dominating this, but it's only 2-0. So you want to keep that in mind. Caught him, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Because Columbia initiated that move, and he's hung up pretty good here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying, he's a gamey kid. There it is. Yep.
With 1.3 seconds left.
Yeah. And it was only 2-0.
Yeah.
That was. That is a long-legged wrestler from Perkins.
Who we have down here on?
Is that Westlake? I think it is Westlake, with a black uniform but a green headgear. Oh, we got the big boys coming up, so.
Thank you.
What do we got? We had new team standings.
Well, Eds has made a run at Perkins, but I don't think they're ever going to catch him. This is through 195 with only 2 matches to go.
Yeah.
Eds was down by 20. Now they're down by 12.
Yeah.
But there's only 2 matches to go,
right.
and I don't know how many Eds wrestlers we still have left.
15th, Elyria, 43.
Well, you got one down here.
One at heavyweight, and we had one at
13th, Columbia, 59.
Yeah.
12th, Oberlin, 61.
But I think Perkins just won this match at 220,
Yes,
didn't they?
yes.
So Perkins is going to be the winner of this tournament.
Yes, indeed.
Eds is going to be the second placers. Westlake will be third. Cloverleaf will be fourth. And Lorain will be fifth. There's no way
right in there.
anyone to catch any of
good
those.
for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Fifth out of 16.
Yeah.
And fourth, Cloverleaf with 210.5.
What do you think? It goes all the way from the first place team's got 274, and the last place team has 27.
Yeah.
But that's
Perkins with 270.
the way it worked out.
And Perkins is always a good program from,
Oh,
from the Sandusky area.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously everyone has heard of Eds from the Cleveland area. So,
or the state of Ohio area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now 35 seconds to go. Ten to 7.
Yeah. Who this is, we forgot who this was. I know it's going to be potentially dangerous. Somebody was going to get hurt.
$18 seconds to go on that mat. And then we're into the final mat of the night, the final match, weight class of the night.
Heavies, 285.
The big boys, yes.
The 285 wrestlers, when we get around to the championship match, is going to be Logan Henderson, 12th grader from Cloverleaf, versus Cal Capizzi, 12th grader from Perkins.
Yeah.
You know, I thought when we got here for the finals, we'd see Santana Sanchez, who did such a good job as heavyweight for Lorain last night.
Yeah.
So he probably didn't have the best tournament
something
today.
Yeah.
So I think he won 3 matches last night as we were watching him.
But I'll tell you this. We'll see him the rest of the year.
Yeah.
He'll be in and out of there. He'll be doing some stuff.
And once more, while we have a couple seconds, and real quick now, you heard us before. Tuesday, December the 11th, from 11 to 2 over here at Lorain. Come on and get a ride in a brand new Lincoln that donated by Liberty Ford Lincoln of Vermilion. You don't cost you a penny, but they will donate $20 to the school for the school's use.
For every ride they give.
Yeah, so come and help out the school.
Yep.
And take a ride yourself in a Lincoln. Then stay for lunch because Panini's going to have their food truck here.
And if it works out right, Lorain High could get about $8,000.
Yeah.
That's a good deal, man. Help your school. Help the school make some money, and it won't cost you a penny.
Yeah.
Might actually be fun.
It might be fun. Exactly right. I'll see you there.
Oh, Perkins. Oh, well, this could be over.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Perkins did.
One thing, when you're a big guy, that's it. You're a big guy and you get on your back, man, it is hard to get out of there. Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 big boys right there. Gee whiz. Oh, there's a pin down there on the JV mat.
Yeah, sometimes heavyweight matches, when they're evenly matched, will take forever.
Forever. Yeah.
In other times, not evenly matched, it's going to be a
boom, boom, boom,
10-second
boom, boom.
pin.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Who's this match over here? We're watching.
This is Westlake.
Westlake's on top.
Yep.
Who's on the bottom there? Can we tell? Oh, Euclid maybe?
That could be. Yes. And Euclid, you know, they're dead last, but they got a guy. They got a heavyweight in it, so good for them.
Wrestling for third.
See, that's a big kid. He's hard to. That's hard for. You got to get him flat on his belly. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
See, now he's coming up out of there. How do you hold him down? Well, oh, he's got a reverse cradle on him. Oh.
Whoa. I've never. And he pinned him.
He pinned him.
Oh, come on.
Man.
Did you ever see a guy pin him when they weren't like belly to belly, when they were like
actually
back to belly?
That might almost been a defensive pin. He wasn't in control, but he pinned the guy.
Yeah.
See, look at the difference in size. I mean, those are 2 different kids. Yeah. Good for him.
Congratulations, Euclid.
Good for him.
Congratulations.
Yep. Takes us down to the last match down here.
And that's Ed's versus someone with a red headgear. Is that Illyria?
No, that's
Harvey?
Parma with the
Parma, okay. Got
Ohio
that stripe.
State stripe.
Yeah. I remember when Parma had the great programs back in the day, too.
Yeah. Well, those are huge schools, too, back then. Again, it's like everything else.
Yeah.
I don't know where all those people went, but they moved out. I know a lot of them went to Avon. Avon was a little country school and, things like that, and not anymore.
Yeah. Well, Perkins has Valley Forge, Normandy, Holy Name, Padua. I mean, there's a lot of schools in Parma.
Yeah.
I think Ed's has this one.
Actually, it's 1.
I can't see it.
No, it should be, I think, Parma. It's
Parma's
1-0. Am I looking at that right? It's hard to see that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. It's
1-1.
1.
With 50 seconds to go.
Something like that, yeah.
1-1, 50 seconds to go.
See, when you got a good camera guy down there running the show, you just mention something, boom.
He knew exactly.
He's on it.
Yep. Thank you, Bob.
He's the man.
Now, are we going to go into overtime for the last match of the night?
So everybody gets their money's worth?
Yeah.
Man, we're down to 15 seconds.
Oh, it calls stalling on red with 15 seconds.
Now, does that carry over into the OT if you have?
No.
Okay, so it's a whole new match.
Yeah, only on sportsmanlikes and things like that carry over.
Okay. And time. Okay, boys.
Let's go. 1 minute. Put it on the clock. Hey, clock person had 1 minute already.
You got it ready. Yeah, you didn't get no breathing time here.
I think the stalling. Did I say the stalling?
You said it did not.
I might be wrong about the stalling.
Well, that'd be the first time you were ever wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is going to go to the down because these guys are just waltzing.
Except Ed's is a little more aggressive.
Yeah, and you know, and the official, even though there's a warning out there, he's not going to end this with a penalty point for unless it's just blatant. Yeah. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2.
So flip the disc.
That's it.
It came up green.
Yeah.
Green is taking down for the first 30 seconds. But they're going to have to go a second 30 seconds.
They both get 30.
What
okay.
happens to this?
Okay. Now, does it stop when he gets up?
No.
Oh, so
no.
You finish it up. So he could get a takedown.
Yeah, you got to finish all 30 seconds.
Okay.
Unless a pin, obviously.
Right. So there's the escape.
Yeah. See, now what they're hoping for, Ed's hoping for a takedown also, and get a 3-point lead.
Right, and then
or a stalling.
Oh, he's down in there.
You ain't going to call stalling, but you
No.
can get a takedown. No, you can't. Okay, so now red will go down.
Correct.
Red will go down. And what normally happens, and that may not happen, he'll get his escape.
Yeah.
That doesn't always happen, but it normally happens.
But it's hard to hold heavyweights down.
Yeah. Unless you can flatten them out immediately.
If you could do the old bump and chop.
Yeah, bump them off their base, get them on their belly, yeah.
Yeah, get them on their belly. Then you could pretty much ride the heck out of them. Well, there he's up. And he's out.
Okay, now.
It's 1-1.
What red has to do is make sure He doesn't get called for stalling. Keep pushing around a little bit.
Or either one of them. Anybody gets a takedown, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Down to 5 seconds.
There'll be no stallings with 5 seconds. Okay,
Time.
now, one of them, and usually you have to go who scored the first point, and it was Green.
So it's his choice.
He can either take down or up. He's taking down.
Gotta take
if he
down.
gets an escape, he wins.
Yeah.
If he does not get an escape, he loses. Or reversal.
Right, because basically it came down to that flip in the beginning.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
There's got to be a little luck involved, but...
Or who scored the first
He's up,
point.
right,
A lot of
right.
those. I don't know the exact rule on that one.
And he's up.
Carmen going to take him back to the mat. Don't let him get to hand control.
He's
If you
got
get
it.
yeah, that's going to be the match. Blow the whistle, referee. Don't you blow the whistle? Yeah. That was a full-time overtime.
Yeah.
For the last match of the day, all the mats are rolled up. So there you got it. The conclusion with Perkins being the team champion, but Lorain doing well. Lorain placing 5th in the Lorain Titan Classic. And so until next time, and there will be more wrestling coming up, for Bob Schellenberger, our cameraman and director, and Tom Bauer, I'm Bob Tomaszewski.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, TV 20 WLCS.